Tonight, our coverage as Israel closes its embassy in Ireland. Assalamu alaikum and good evening. This is Muslim News Canada on Muslim Network TV. I'm Aylia Batool. Peel Regional Police are searching for 11 suspects linked to violent protests in Brampton and Mississauga. Photos of the suspects have been released. They are wanted for assault with weapons, and public incitement of hatred. The protest began at the Hindu Sabha Mandir in Brampton. The group Sikhs for Justice were protesting the visit of Indian officials. Later that night, protests erupted at Sri Guru Singh Sabha and Westwood Mall in Mississauga. This incident was due to ongoing tensions between India and Canada. Canada accused the Indian government of targeting Sikh activists in the country. Police reported weapons at both locations and dozens of officers were deployed to control the chaos. Police are reviewing evidence and seeking public help. They urge anyone with images or videos of the protests to come forward. Ontario Premier Doug Ford has issued a warning after a meeting with Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and other premiers to address a potential 25% U.S. tariff on Canadian imports. Ford suggested cutting energy supplies to states like Michigan, New York, and Wisconsin. Meanwhile, Deputy Premier Chrystia Freeland is promising a robust Canadian response targeting metals and critical minerals. Public Safety Minister Dominic LeBlanc highlighted that Canada contributes minimally to U.S. fentanyl and illegal immigration issues, as these are reasons used by U.S. President-elect Donald Trump for the tariff. LeBlanc confirmed discussions on a border plan with details to be shared soon. Premiers plan to engage with U.S. governors and business leaders to prevent the tariffs, warning they will raise costs for Americans and harm both nations economically. Alberta has unveiled a $29 million initiative to enhance border security with the U.S., including sheriffs, patrol dogs, drones, and a 2-kilometer buffer zone. Premier Daniel Smith announced the plan, which empowers officers to arrest individuals trafficking drugs, weapons, or attempting illegal crossings. The move follows U.S. President-elect Donald Trump's threat of a 25% tariff on Canadian imports unless stricter measures are taken to curb drugs and illegal immigration. Such tariffs could harm Canadian exports, which totaled $439 billion to the U.S. in 2023. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and provincial leaders are devising countermeasures. Smith expressed confidence in securing Alberta's border while maintaining a robust U.S.-Canada relationship. Israel announced it is closing its embassy in Ireland, giving the country support for Palestine and criticism of Israel's actions in Gaza as the reason. This comes after Ireland's recognition of Palestine and its decision to back South Africa's genocide case against Israel at the International Court of Justice. Israel's foreign minister accused Ireland of extreme anti-Israel policies. Irish Prime Minister Simon Harris called the embassy closure deeply regrettable, rejecting claims that Ireland is anti-Israel. Irish Deputy Premier Michael Martin defended the move to support Palestine. He emphasized the need to protect civilians. Israeli attacks on Gaza have killed 52 Palestinians in the past 24 hours. 203 have been wounded. 20 people lost their lives after the assault by Israeli forces on the UNRWA-run Ahmed bin Abdul Aziz school in Khan Yunis. The assault follows a string of deadly attacks, including one on a Beit Hanun school that killed 43 people. Another attack on a civil defense post killed Al Jazeera cameraman Ahmed Alou and 5 rescue workers. On Monday, 6 Palestinians were killed, including 5 in Beit Lahia during an airstrike and 1 in Rafah, shot by Israeli soldiers. Israeli forces continue to demolish homes in Gaza and the West Bank. Bulldozers leveled 6 Bedouin homes in Anata, northeast of Jerusalem, displacing families who had lived there for over a decade. Meanwhile, artillery shelling and airstrikes in Gaza's Khuza and Tel al-Hawa neighborhoods destroyed more homes. Israel's military also warned residents of 73 villages in southern Lebanon to evacuate or face potential attacks. Israel's war on Gaza has killed at least 45,028 Palestinians and wounded 106,962 since October 7, 2023. Last month, the ICC issued arrest warrants for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and former Defense Minister Yoav Gallant for war crimes and crimes against humanity in Gaza. Israel also faces a genocide case at the International Court of Justice for its deadly war on Gaza. The UN has reported an increase in Israeli military activity in the Golan Heights buffer zone, a demilitarized area established under a 1974 agreement with Syria. The UN Disengagement Observer Force noted increased movement of the IDF along with the construction of barriers near the ceasefire line since July 2024. UNDOF spokesman Stefan Dujarric confirmed Israel's continued presence in the separation zone, labeling it a violation of the 1974 disengagement agreement. The accord, signed after the 1973 Middle East War, is meant to maintain peace between Israel and Syria. The UN has urged all parties to cease military activities in the area to preserve stability. This follows Israel's recent capture of the buffer zone, announced by Israeli Premier Benjamin Netanyahu. UNDOF continues to monitor the situation closely. Qatar has reopened its embassy in Syria after 13 years, signaling a renewed focus on humanitarian efforts amid ongoing turmoil. The embassy in Damascus resumed operations on Sunday with Khalifa Abdullah al-Mahmoud al-Sharif appointed as the charge d'affaires. The Qatari Foreign Ministry highlighted the move as a continuation of its solidarity with the Syrian people. It has emphasized support for their demands for freedom, dignity, and social justice. Qatar reaffirmed its rejection of the Assad regime's oppressive policies and cited the importance of aiding Syrians through humanitarian efforts. Qatar has severed all diplomatic ties with Syria in 2011 after violent crackdowns on pro-democracy protests. The reopening marks a significant moment in regional diplomacy and humanitarian collaboration. That's all from our Toronto studios. Thank you for watching Muslim News Canada. We are a community channel dedicated to bringing you stories you can trust. Please like, share, and subscribe to our content. You can also comment to let us know what you think of our coverage. You can donate now by visiting muslimnetwork.tv/donate. For more content, keep watching Muslim Network TV. Assalamu alaikum.